everybody. Welcome to a Bass Guy show. Hello to Andy Gamer. Welcome Andy Gamer, and welcome Frankie MacDonald. Wow, Frankie's here, the one and only. We're actually going to have Frankie MacDonald on at 10 to 11. Also, welcome to Quebec Buff. And welcome to David Smith. Come on down. Everybody wins 17 million internet points. Hello to Ryan A. See what happens if you actually have a vase? Larry. So I'm a one-person idiot. I'm doing all the sound effects. Music all myself. That was a song called Night. Oh, thank you for asking. Yes, that was Dizzy Gillespie. As repopularized by Arturo Sandoval. And that was A Night in Tunisia. Has anyone ever been to Tunisia before? Good evening, Jack. How are you, man? You look shaved. Yeah, I got a few spots under my neck from shaving and that. Remember when you had your first stubble when you were in high school and you're 14 and you're like, yeah, I shaved. I had 2 hairs on my neck and I shaved. Hello to David Smith. Hey Frankie, hey Bass Guy. Did you like my shirt I made, Frankie? And signed from. So I have Frankie here. Frankie was on the news the other day on CTV and he mentioned Bass Guy. And they cut it out of the edit. So welcome to the show, everybody. I'm going to close my chat in front of me. We're always trying new things here. Yeah, baby. And one of the new things I'm doing today is I have a front projector on the bass. I didn't have time to pick something too well, even though I woke up at 5 today to get ready. But there's 2 projectors. There's one on the wall, and there's one on the bass. It's just some random video of the desert and a lightning storm. And why would there be a lightning storm? This is for our pal Val. Okay, Larry, get me some whiskey. It's the belly candle. take a long holiday and let your children shoo away. Girl, ride your sweet love down, kill her on the road, yeah. Take him by the hand and make him understand. The world on you depends, our life will never end. You gotta love your land, yeah.
Comfort merchandise will not only change the way you feel about relaxing, but will also change the way you see the world. Sitting or lying down on one of our crimson couches will make you realize that our company is the single most important thing to ever happen to mankind, Earth, and the universe. So sit back, kick up your feet, and relax. Our crimson couches have helped the elderly, stopped the bubonic plague, won the War of 1812, and cured stupid disorders such as dumbomania and stupid friggin' idiotitis. To prove we mean what we say, just listen to what Nelson Mandela, Einstein, and Gandhi thought about our crimson couches.
And then relax there, think I'm free.
EMC really equals couch.
आप अगर मेरी इज्जत करते हैं, हमारे संबंधों का लिहाज करते हैं, तो केस फाइल कीजिए।
So come on down to Crimson Couches today, where we accept cash as pay. Crimson Couches.
Welcome to Power Nap. Okay, boys and girls, today we're going to learn how to power nap. Find a comfy, cozy position to lie down in. Now close your eyes, relax, let your mind go and dive into sleep. That's right, kids, it's time to power nap. Now go to sleep. You've just been hit by the power nap. 1. Coming to a cinema somewhere. The commotion film of the year that is setting audiences ablaze. A riveting tale of passion, adventure, and surprise. A man, a woman, a destiny. A tale of two lives entwined in a fury of infinite adventure. In a land before time, only the clues of the volcano can shed light on this roller coaster sandwich of a ride. One man, one woman, one choice, one life. It's gonna blow your mind. Twists and turns, trials and tribulations, milk and butter, yin and yang. A ride you can call awesome. The motion picture that just won't leave you alone. 1. Coming to cinemas everywhere. Check your local listings for details. Film does not actually exist. No purchase needed. No money back. Terms and conditions apply. Are invalid. Tax and batteries not included. ID for people that don't exist. Receive tickets on purchase. Movie canceled due to not actually exist.
I love to shut it.
Okay, we have returned to the planet Earth. Let's welcome Miami Christine, everybody. Welcome, Miami Christine. Let's welcome Jay Neubauer. Both amazing guitarists. Hope you enjoyed that. That was a little bit of Jim Morrison for our friend Val Kimler, yeah, who passed away last week. I went with a really good close friend of mine in 1991. We went to Fairview in the West Island and we went to see Jim Morrison when it came out, The Doors. Apparently there was a bunch of Jim Morrisons trying out for the part back then. And everybody who was anybody and everybody was auditioning, and Val showed up in a 1960s sports car wearing nothing but leather tight pants. Yeah, baby. Revealing what religion he was or wasn't. A Billy Connolly joke. And barefoot, and he had been method acting for a few days, and he got the part because he arrived at the part. Method acting. So that was a little bit of a cold start there. I always like to... That's what music is, really. You know, it's not just learning scales and songs and stuff. You need to live a life to have something to play about. Otherwise, you just become like a a photocopier or something like that. So, but who am I to speak? But yeah, you need to live. But you get older, and I'm getting older, Jay. I'm 50 now, and I have a bad back, and a huge part of it is a 6-string bass. It weighs as much as a small child, and I have that around my neck all the time for 37 years. I say to my friend Pat, maybe in another 37 years I'll get the hang of this music thing, and I can be as worthy as and keep up with the content creators today. I said it was funny, Larry. It's not funny. So welcome to the show. Let's take a little look at video here. Speaking English problems, me the Yellow and Green Line Metro and Montreal Ride, Longueuil Station to L'Isle-Gru. I used to take the L'Isle-Gru station all the time. This is the Montreal Underground, the metro system. And I used to take it all the time when I was a skater. I got heavily into skating and other things too. So Jim Morrison was the King Lizard. Val Kilmer, was a Broadway actor first. Do you have a cage fusing the vertebrae? I have a strap on. I actually ordered a new strap for a guitar today. I don't know if anyone noticed, but the last guitar I played, I haven't played in about 9 years. It was a guitar that a friend lent to me, a Checkmate from 1960. And it's a lightweight poor man's guitar, but it actually plays really well. And I've learned this year how to fix guitars, so I'm on guitar number 7 now. I've run out of guitars, so I'll have to go to my friends now to destroy their guitars. But I know how to level the frets, crown the frets, sand the frets, use the fret rocker, open up the electronics and get diagrams, and learn how to solder and fix everything, and how to make it so it's all grounded and working nicely, and D5 and deoxit and leveling and bending the neck and adjusting, and then taking every single bit of hardware off, like completely removing everything, taking it apart, and then putting it in I found out a good trick on the internet. You put everything in vinegar, it absolutely cleans everything. You take a toothbrush, and it's really elbow grease. I was up till 4 or 5 in the morning for months and months and months, scrubbing my nut. My guitar nut. I mean, come on, who are these guys? And I would clean it. Everything hurts. So guitar and music is this thing where you spend $8 billion and 8 million hours to play for free on the internet. But thank you to good people who help out in different ways, like Jay Neubauer getting his friends over, helping out like Frankie McDonald does. I'd also like to, 1 second here, I'm going to take my time tonight. We have Frankie McDonald in 1 hour, and actually 55 minutes. So I would like to thank my 5 Patreons: Sky of the Universe, my mummy, BBB, who is Weather Guy. Remember Weather Hunk, the lawn care guy? Love you, Matt. The Loop Wizard, who helped out unbelievably one day. And Sensible Sam. And might as well be Christine, Miami Christine. And Sky of the Universe, and Stefan in Slovakia, and John, Base 4001. I have a list here, and it says on my list, only speak to Pat, Stefan, John, Miami Christine, Silver Serpent, Weather Guy, Bass Mum, Loop Wizard. And Loop Wizard and Bass Mum, Weather Guy are never here on the chat, and Silver Serpent hardly ever, so I'm only going to speak to Pat, Stefan, John, and Miami Christine from now on. Okay, so Larry, stop everything. Miami Christine says ice skating. So that's one of my gimmicks anyway. Yeah, come on. If you'd like to help out the show, you can donate 25 cents with your bank, or get a Visa card at the Couche-Tard or the Circle K, and you can donate 75 cents to a Bass Guy show. Because fixing one guitar takes about 100 to 200 hours, and getting all the parts and fixing everything cost hundreds and hundreds of dollars. The studio was flooded last year. I rebuilt the whole thing myself. I lost $7,000 in gear, bought about 50 new gold tip wires and pedals and electrics, and I built a workshop in my kitchen. So like there's WD-40 and oil and chainsaws and everything, and while I'm making a piece of toast to eat my breakfast, I'm probably eating aluminum and lead and everything. So you know what I figured though? You're just a musician and you suffer. That's what it is, Miami Christine. Musicians, artists suffer. And have you ever thought about going on the road? Ask Jay Neubauer what it's like getting in a car, learning 50 songs, rehearsing, paying for it all, getting your own car, going there, driving, playing the music, driving 500 miles, coming back, your back's broken, your girlfriend left you, the rent hasn't been paid, the hydro is like $1 million this year, and then they pay you $35. Thank you, Miami. I didn't have a pedal board until I started the show. And so I know some people have come to the show and go, oh, I wish I had a studio like you. This took me 11 years to build. And literally without any exaggeration, I built this starting with a computer. I had nothing. I started with a computer I found in the garbage. And anytime I get $1, $5, $100, whatever, anything anywhere that I earn or get or is a generous tip, usually like the last 2 or 3 months I made $4 from Slovakia. I take it and I put it into a wire, into a cable, into a strap-on, and all those good things. So I literally started this out of the garbage, and I just kept at it. I don't go out. I've not been to a restaurant in maybe 5 years. I think the last time I went to a restaurant was with Van Gogh when he came to visit, like 8 years ago. I went out to Annie's or something. I don't have a dishwasher. I don't have a microwave. I don't have a TV. I don't have air conditioning. I don't have a life. And my whole show, I actually sleep in this room. I live in a 1-2 room apartment and I sleep in this room. I've never told anyone that ever before, but fuck it. And the projectors are $40 each. Everything's like breaks. So I built a shed in my kitchen, and I know how to solder electronics and look up diagrams, and anything that breaks I can fix. So a lot of the things I had, I didn't just go get them all. I collected these over 37 years, and the stuff that works. So yeah, this floor pedal board, just the metal thing that holds the pedals, you can't even see it. You see here? That was $200 for a frickin' piece of metal. One wire is $100, $50. It's just insane. And I'm not trying to be an asshole or a dick, but I've decided to be honest, more honest from now on. The last couple of months, I make like about $11 a show. And I'm putting in 100 hours and playing jazz and then playing rock and then ambient and stuff. But I won't quit. I'm not ever going to go anywhere. But, support your local weirdo. Go to bassguyshow.com and you can tip 25 cents. You can tip 10 grand. I might mention your name. Let's take a look at Sky of the Universe, our friend, live in Montreal.
As I mentioned in one of my previous videos, a lot of work and renovation going on here. As long as I remember, there's always been some kind of work here. Check this out, we got a random piece of wall here. Pretty interesting. So I remember when this wall was put in, and that's going back at about a decade now, maybe, right around the time I started my channel. And what's interesting about this, as I just mentioned, there's always renovations going on here since I can remember, probably going back to 2007, maybe 2008, 2009. Whether it's elevators or infrastructure, walls being built, rebuilt. Are we on the right? No, we gotta go on the other side to see that wall. That tunnel, I should say. So we got 6 minutes till our train comes. And as I said, probably will be in a Zur train here on the Green Line.
That's right, I forgot to mention any of that stuff. Thank you, Pat, for letting me use your videos. If you go to bassguyshow.com, I've got about 1,000 photographs. I do digital single lens reflex lens photography, or SLR photography, like a real camera. And I do photography. I've done all my life since I was traveling musician. When I was a kid, I got into it. When I was a teenager, actually, my dad taught me. I used to use film. And there's history. All my music's free, by the way. If you go to my album page, there's about 50 albums, a couple of 100 songs, and everything's free. And I've started a new thing that I tested out this week, and I did it in honor of Miami Christine, because I did it last year and she really liked it. I made like a little internet radio cafe where I play all my music on a loop. I can't play all my songs because I can't do covers and I can't do bad swearing stuff. So I have all the PG-friendly original stuff. There's about 300 songs. I probably have about 500 or 600 in total, because my whole life I've collected all the gigs I did, all the concerts, studio recordings and stuff I do at my home, and all of that is free. I have about 2,000 videos. They're all free. So there's thousands and you could spend 10 years watching all my crap, and there's lo-fi, there's hi-fi, there's in between, there's everything, there's behind the scenes, but there's millions of stuff, and it's all completely free. So the only way you could really help is if you tip or join Patreon. You don't have to, but your ass is always appreciated. Back to you, Pat.
Set we're going to get here approaching in the Honorable Grand direction. Which set is this? I'll say set 8. Set 15. Maybe we'll get set 71. Be a special shout out to Ryan Hector, a fellow fan of set 71. But yeah, there's set 15. Early as.
Here's a little video of me playing drums in a band a long time ago. So yeah, while that's playing, I know it's a little bit quiet. I'm going to do the radio show after the show tonight. I'm actually going to set it up before I even finish the show, if someone reminds me, instead of my cheesy dramatic endings where I don't tell anyone I'm ending and I just click stop, because I get sore, and I've got spinal damage, by the way. I'm in physical pain all the time. It's fun, and all my brothers died, and everything's great so far. We're going to have talk Frankie Mac. I'm just laughing because you have to have a sense of humor. If you take life too seriously, you'll never get out alive. So I said, Larry, if you take life too seriously, you'll never get out alive. It's not funny anymore. So we're going to do the radio show tonight at midnight. So thank you, Miami Christine and Jay Neubauer, for being good all the time. Jay Neubauer, but I'm worried about copyright, so I'm going to stop it. Jay, do you not get copyright for stuff, or I don't understand it anymore? Yeah, as Jay's saying, I usually don't explain things well, because when I'm doing my show, what I've got going on in my brain is I'm showing film, I'm talking to people, I'm operating 100 bits of equipment, there's always too much going on. It's kind of the opposite of just holding your phone and saying, hey guys. Jay's saying that when you buy one piece of equipment, so you just get anything, like a light, some pencils, a pen, okay, that whatever, but then you get a wire, and then you get like a MIDI cable, and then you just get a stand, like the thing that holds your microphone, $300. A wire, $85. You need 100 of them because you got all this frickin' equipment. And then the engine fails, like the desk breaks or your thing break, and then the guitars have to be fixed and repaired and in tune. And after all of that shit, which completely exhausts and flats you out, then you gotta learn all the songs and then show up and play them and do them and blah blah blah. And more and more and more and more, there's less and less gigs, less respect, less appreciation. People don't talk about music. No one, aside from Miami and Jason, pretty much 99.999% of people that come, and it's nice that people come and say hello, but no one ever says like, what note is that? Like, or like, did you hear about Joe Satriani or Joe Pass, or like what kind of strings are those, and what kind of bridges? Nothing ever. Did you hear that the music producer so and so did this on left and right channels and then took nothing? There's still music out there, but I think what's happened is entertainment, smartphones, social media especially, has just made everything is just even this song. Everything's entertainment. There's a form, there's an intro, it's AABA, and then it's 2.5 minutes, and then play Mustang Sally, play Santana. It's the same, and it's just like everything's entertainment. So there's no like people expressing themselves and reflecting about how the world is or what's possible in the world. It's all just like scrolling and look at this, and I get these commercials now on YouTube that say, have you tried this trick where you drink salt and water? My guy is hard for 9 days straight. I can't get him to slow down. And I'm like, I thought this was YouTube. Like, so I'm not allowed to get salty, but they're allowed to sell salt. So I could go on about it forever, but yeah, it's fucking expensive. So when you make $4.35 from Slovakia every week, thank you, Stefan, I love you. Stefan has a theory that if he's going to watch someone, he won't watch unless he supports. And it's not every time and all the time, but when you do, Jay, I'm just complaining about myself. I can't speak for you or anyone else, but when I do like 18 shows in a row and I haven't been able to pay for one thing in my life, and I keep going and going, it's how are you supposed to like your audience and smile and go, hey guys, how's it going? How's it going, everybody? I'm so glad I'm here. And this is how long I've been doing this. This is a Bass Guy show. Yeah, and I'm just being authentic and real. I'm going to play some music. Here's the Bass Guy show on April 4th in 2016. This is exactly 9 years ago today. We were streaming before some of you were born. Bort.
It's Monday. It's always Monday, eh? Today is Monday, April the 4th, 2016. We have a lot of things for you in store this week. We have Cat Week as our theme. We have a different theme every week. In case you are new to the Bass Guy Show, Enlightenment Industry is proud to present the show. We are a live, interactive music comedy chat webcast show, recorded and performed and edited live. Everything you hear and see and do, and be and is and if and why and how and when, and English and music, it's all done live. You can hear me. This is like April Fool's Day all over again. I think we have the bass gang here, Sloppy on Focus, Talking Ape, Jen, Ryan. They're all part of the bass gang. We go around and we like bully people to play bass. I don't know what we do. It says that it's working on my side, so if you are screwing with me, please let me know. You probably all made a deal to...
Yes, Miami.
It says
I was one of the first live streamers. I started in 2013. Go find and tell me any streamers. This is the thing, and I've seen a lot of people who have become rich and famous and popular because they wiggle their butt or their boobs or their chiseled chins and their names are Brad or whatever. Vanity and looks and people selling plastic objects. Yeah, baby. I've been here since 2013. I haven't gone anywhere. This is episode 1613, and I have lifelong friends who've never signed in once, won't say hi. People watch, but they I get not a lot, but 200 views a show, and usually one person tips $4 out of 200 people. And no one even says hi, no one shows their face, there's no respect for it. And I didn't just do music, I'm playing all the instruments like bass, guitar, drums, singing, vocals, keyboards, all the graphics, the projectors, all the lights, everything. I don't have any insurance or anything like that. I'm a poor guy in a 1-bedroom apartment. And I just keep going and going and going, and I never fucking stop. But I feel like I'm shadow banned from YouTube for swearing or telling the truth. And no one cares about music. People care about fire hydrants and snowblowers and hockey sticks and stuff, but they don't give a shit about music anymore. So I think I'm going to start telling music stories like on gigs and stuff that I went on. Like once I went on I'll just do a short version of I was thinking of doing stories, like putting on some music, doing the typical YouTube thing. I was in a band called Mafia, and we did a gig up north in Scotland past the Highlands, and we were driving in the car, and it was a tiny shitty car, and there was 4 musicians in one car, and they were all and me, so there's 5 of us, and they were all chain smoking cigarettes with the windows closed, and I had to yell at them, open the fucking windows, and we're in the middle of nowhere. And I'm going to continue that story later because I'm going all over the place. My analyst told me I was straight out of my head, but I said 2 heads are better than 1. Okay, sorry, I'm talking shit because I'm trying to find buttons here. Here's the old bass guy show, and then we'll do some music, and then we'll have Frankie. Thank you too. Thank you, Miami, Christine, and Jay, for being cool. Everyone follow Jay Neubauer. This is the thing, Jay. You could play classical music upside down underwater, and people will go, "Oh, that was cool, man," and then they'll just scroll somewhere else. So that's the world we're living in today, where people don't take the time to just sit down, shut the fuck up, read a book, and look at a bird in a tree, and then listen to a song on repeat for 7 days.
Says I'm streaming. I'm just joking. The show's just starting. We're just getting into it. So we have a lot in store this week. I hope everyone had a good weekend. I had a busy weekend. I did a talent show with my lifelong friend. He was playing drums. It was a university. His own. He had a little cat, just wouldn't leave his home. He tried and he tried to give the cat away. He gave it to a man going far away. The cat came back the very next day. The cat came back, we thought he was a goner. The cat came back, he just wouldn't stay away.
Zur model.
must be some kind of way out of it, said the Joker to the thief. So much confusion, I can't get no relief. Businessman, you drink my wine. The plowman, dig my earth. No one's on the level. Nobody offers the word tips. No reason to get excited. The thief kindly spoke. There are many here among us who think that life is but a joke. But you and I have been through that. This is not a fake. So let us stop talking falsely now. The hour's getting late. All along the watchtower, princes kept the view. All the women, they came and went. Barefoot servants too. Outside in the cold distance, two riders were approaching. The wind began to howl. All along the watchtower,
Is this even real? Baloney. I need a meal. Baloney. Where am how? Baloney. What am why? Baloney. Where are we? If you wanted to feel, then it's gotta be real. If you want it to move, then it's gotta groove. If you wanna get high, real life is something to try. So sing about real life. All your pains, problems, and strife. Reality sandwich. Reality sandwich. But who am I to judge? This reality smudge. The secret to appeal. It's gotta be real. So say it like it is. And be a conscious whiz. It's called the real deal. So let it be your next meal. Reality sandwich. Reality sandwich. Reality sandwich. Reality sandwich. We're all gonna die. Oh no, no, no. Where are we? What who am? Are we even here? Reality sandwich. Reality sandwich. Reality sandwich. Where are we? Baloney.
Okay, Larry. Fire up all 7 toasters. Do anything. $100 wires in the way. figure it out one day. Oh, has anyone ever read Viktor Frankl's Search for Meaning? Thank you, Jay Neubauer. I feel so... You know, I used to, Jay, you know how you feel inadequate if you jam in front of musicians who are way better than you could ever dream of? So when Jay Neubauer is like amazing guitar player. I'll just stop there, Jay, don't worry. And so when I play guitar in front of you, I'm just kidding on and pretending and having fun. So, and then I think, you know what? Screw it. Jay is my friend. He's a cool guy and he just wants me to do well. He's not judging me. Felicity, throw another log on the fire. I wonder what all the poor people are doing tonight. My life. Oh yeah, and Miami, you're like the only one that liked my thing about, what was it? I'm learning how to operate buttons here still after 11 years. About better tips for becoming a better viewer. So number one, it's like David Letterman, right? Helpful suggestions, because the customer's always right. Well, my philosophy is you are always wrong. So here's helpful suggestions for being a better viewer. Go into the live chat and immediately say something out of context. Like, where's Frankie? Don't wear any pants. How many people are not wearing pants right now? Please tell me. Don't wear any pants. Demand everything right now and for free. Wait, we need a drum roll if we want to be like David Letterman top 10. Okay, Anton. Thank you, Anton. Have a fake username, fake profile photo, and tell the content creator what to do. Number 4, remember that the audience comes before the actual content and purpose. Scroll somewhere else every 5 seconds and use as many emojis as possible to demonstrate the proper use of the English language. Okay, Anton. Number 5. Never ask questions about the subject matter or add knowledge to the content. Rather, proudly state out what you had for lunch and ask if anyone has seen the new crime show on Netflix. And we'll do the others later. Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time. Get ready for it. The moment we've all been waiting for. The reason why you're here. And he hung up. Anton, let's have that drum roll again. I forgot we had that there. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, the incredible, the illustrious, the very tall. Okay, Larry, can you just turn everything off, you freaking idiot? Larry! This isn't the Dave Letterman show. I'm doing the Dave Letterman show, except he has 300 staff. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment we've all been waiting for. 1 second here. Wait for it. Ladies and gentlemen, Frankie McDonald. How's it going, Frankie? Aha, we have the same problem as last time. There's no volume. Are you sure it's not on your side? Have you had Skype conversations with other people this week? So if you can hear me, hold up one finger. If you can hear me, 1 means yes. Hold up one finger if you can hear me. Hold up one finger so I can see your finger. 1 means yes. Okay. And two fingers means no. Okay? So have you talked to someone else on Skype this week? 2 fingers or 1 finger? We had the exact same problem last week. We're not so I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Let me try on my phone here. I also have a fan that sent in a photograph of wearing your shirt, and he says that he loves you and everything. So let me call you here, and I'll call you audio. I'm going to call you audio on my phone. and video on the computer, and we're going to hook the video through the phone with a wire. Oh, it says it's on hold, so that idea doesn't work, but we'll try something. So so this goes into G, and G goes into the classical, goes into the drum roll. Let's stop that. Go in G. Everything's broken. Frankie, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right, we got you. So we got you with lots of reverb because I took the drum roll channel. It's very simple here. So we can hear you, but for some reason it's not working on my computer like last week. And I've been so busy, I haven't had time to do anything all the time, forever, no matter what. But I'll use the $4 we earned from Slovakia. Actually, Miami Christine helped out, so I can actually try and fix something maybe this week. Frankie, what's the weather in your area?
It's flurries outside and light snow in my area right now.
Okay, I can't even find one picture. So when I talk to you on the phone, it puts you on hold. Oh well. So why do you think it's not working on the computer? Is it because Skype? Yeah, it won't.
Technical difficulties.
Sorry, Frankie. There's a delay on the voice.
Did you hear a car?
Frankie, can you put your phones are you sideways or are you long ways?
I'm on the side. Just testing.
Yeah, do it that way. That way is 100 times better. And then I'm going to get the camera like last week, and I'm going to put the camera... No, yeah, put it the other way, Frankie. You had it before. Yeah, that way.
Yeah.
Keep it that way. And Larry is working on getting a camera for us, but things are a little bit tight in the studio. I think we just lost the frickin' camera. And the other Skype has taken over my desktop, so I'm going to close it. My goodness, this is just unbelievable. Yeah, the camera that I was going to use froze, so I'll deactivate it and then activate it. And if it doesn't work, I'm going to laugh because it's like one thing just broke, and then another thing broke, and then another thing broke. Why is everything breaking, Frankie?
The aging.
No, it's not aging. It's just Skype. Skype sucks. It's the absolute...
Skype is ending in May 2025.
Okay, so it's ending very soon. I had a camera, and I was ready to show up close, and it broke. So just speak for a second. Tell people the weather.
It's flurries outside in my hometown of Sydney right now. I'm showing Charlotte Street in Sydney.
Keep speaking, Frankie. Say some more cool stuff.
It's flurries out in Sydney, Nova Scotia, as for right now.
You got snow. That's cool. When's spring coming?
Pretty soon. That means it's going to bring really, really hot weather in southwestern United States. We're bringing Santa Ana winds risk in California.
I don't know why Skype is not working. It's pissing me off so much. I touched a wire, and then my other camera broke at the same time. So we'll go to another camera. We'll go to the moving camera and wait for it to move back. This is absolutely bullshit, man. I have a show. I've been spending like 100 hours a week getting it ready, and then Skype doesn't work and nothing works. When the last like 400 times that Frankie has called, it's been fine. And this is like the old shows where absolutely everything's freaking broken. So there you go. There's Frankie. And I'll just mess up my entire studio and throw everything all over the place and fuck up all my wires. Nothing works properly. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, just act like Frankie just called into the show now. There's Frankie. Frankie, how's it going, buddy?
I'm doing great so far. It's flurries out in Sydney, Nova Scotia as of right now. Things are going great so far. Friend of Robert Slim is back doing a podcast. Midnight Hostility Podcast is back.
Hostility Podcast. Is that are they hostile on it?
Midnight Hostility Podcast, formerly Reckless Airways Radio, San Nemo. He's the guy that did a Team Life Chat back in 2020. That guy has returned. He came back doing a podcast again. He left in 2023. He came back in 2025.
Okay. Well, while I'm talking to you, I'm still going to look through the settings and try to find out why the audio is not working. It's working on my side. And so what Microsoft does is they do it to computers and they do it to apps. They take, every time you do something, they take over your whole computer. They change all the settings. They mess everything up. The whole world is becoming like smartphones and stuff. So if you have a desktop computer, Microsoft destroys all your settings for you, and it's annoying.
It's happening in every country on the planet.
Unmute. What does that mean? Unmute for incoming calls. There, I think I've got it. So hang up and phone back, Frankie. We'll see what happens. Stand by, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, Frankie, you're here. Can we hear you? Well, I thought I fixed it. Are you there, Frankie? Oh, it's so bad, man. Well, I'm just going to talk to Frankie for 5 seconds because I can't deal with this. I'm going to go. I'm in pain. My spinal damage is killing. We'll do the radio show after, and you can come to the after show and talk to us. No, it's not. I'm going to call you on the phone, Frankie.
Testing.
Okay, I can hear you now, Frankie. I got you.
I can hear you.
Yeah, for some reason it's just not working.
It's a major technical difficulties. It's intensive technical difficulties.
And a whole bunch of other stuff just broke down for some reason. Like everything's not working all of a sudden. It's it is Microsoft. I've spent $8 million and 500 hours setting up my show perfect, and Microsoft hijacks my computer without my permission and changes everything, and it screwed up the whole show. So let's hear it for Microsoft. So yeah, sorry, Frankie, it pisses me off. This has been happening for decades. Microsoft is the worst program ever. It's just really, 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 it's actually the opposite. I can't afford Mac. Mac is for artists, and Microsoft is for grannies that want to send a photo to their niece. So, Frankie, what's been going on in your area this weekend? Oh, I lost you again. See, now the volume's not working on my phone. And it's on. Who's that? What the hell is going on? Who is that, Frankie?
He made it to Dallas.
I think, Frankie, it might be you. Your audio keeps going out and off again. It's not me, it's you. See, you were working a second ago and now it's not. It might be your new $8 million phone that you guys all have. The phone that costs $2,000 a year, but it's not an actual real camera or audio recording device. It's just tinfoil.
I'm very sorry.
See, now I can hear you, Frankie. So the audio went away on the phone as well.
Yes, and we must. Hi, testing 1, 2, 3.
And here's proof. When you called and I fixed it on the phone, when I went to change something, Microsoft changed my video settings and my audio settings and screwed up my entire show. So thank you, Bill Gates. I'm serious. This is the whole smartphone thing, that if you use a smartphone, it just takes over your whole life and treats you like you're 2 years old. Would you like, hey Alexa, can you do my life for me? I can't stand social media. And anyway, Frankie, sorry I'm in a grumpy mood. What's your prediction for summer this year?
It's going to be extremely hot all across North America, Europe, and Asia. Yes, I'm still here.
Your audio went out, Frankie. Isn't this an amazing show? I can't even play my sound effects because Frankie is... You know what? I'm going to just turn off my Skype, turn off everything. Ladies and gentlemen, Frankie MacDonald. Thank you, Frankie. I love you, buddy. We'll talk to you next week. I invited Frankie and Stefan and Pat and everybody to 2 Zoom calls to try to fix the thing, and told everybody about it, and no one showed up. So I tried.
Thank you for calling the Bass Guy Shoe Help Desk. For information on the Bass Guy, please press 1. You have pressed the number 2. Please press 1. You have pressed the number 2 again. For your insolence, you will now have to babysit all of middle-class Batman's children. We at the Bass Guy Shoe hope you have renter's insurance. Thank you for calling the Bass Guy Shoe Help Desk. Bass Guy loves you, no fear.
Hey, does your brain hurt? Does it feel itchy? And perhaps you need
Bubusol.
ideal new product for itchy hurting brains. Available at your local pharmacy. No need for a doctor call with
Bubusol.
itchy brains.
Do not operate heavy machinery until you know how Bubusol will affect you. Side effects of Bubusol may include, but are not limited to, scrank back, angina monologues, the clumps.
See, this is what social media does. It makes everything stupid. Instead of having a big desk and sound effects and video cameras and manual everything, a phone calls and destroys your whole studio.
Call your doctor if any of these apply to you.
OMG, if I ever was at Bass Guy's house, I would have so much I want to see and do, like at Disney World. Let's see. First, I'll start with the kitchen. I want to eat on the blue and white plates. Sprinkle the basil around and use the percolator. I want to go to the 80s room and chill. Pet Scarlet. Sit on the porch. Check the mail, take the green screen material down and put it back again. And of course be a guest star on the show. I want to stare out the picture window and observe the people going by. Maybe yell at them.
Hey, fuck you, man!
Lol, and the couche tart. OMG, that would be the icing on the cake. Come and see Bass Guy Manor. With the price of admission, you get to see Aldous.
So sorry there's no Frankie MacDonald call tonight because of Skype. And it's closing down anyway, Skype, in 2 weeks. And I tried to organize a test call and it never worked. But we'll try again next week. We're going to use, I think, Zoom or something like that, or I don't know. We'll figure something out.
Bass Guy Show. Anyways, today I introduced you to a new product. Larry Cinnamon Bun Treats. Larry Cinnamon Bun Treats.
Frankie, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have Frankie McDonald on audio, so at least you're here in spirit, right?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so what I'll do is we're going to use technology, and I'm going to put on the internet, and I'm going to look up a video of us talking, and then people will just think that it's like us or something talking.
Hi, Base Guy. I'm doing great so far.
What do you want to talk about tonight, buddy?
And then it's Flurry Sultan Sydney, Nova Scotia right now. But without saying, I showed you Charlotte Street in Sydney.
I can't see Frankie because we're just on audio call.
I'm on an audio call.
So we'll do like the old days. Remember the old days people would phone in and interview.
Yeah.
Nothing is working. YouTube's not even working now. I don't know what's up. I put like I'm really everything's broken. Weird.
What?
I've got my own YouTube up and I'm putting in the search engine Frankie and nothing shows up. There could be space goblins in my computer. There we go. We got something. And what are we going to put on? Got to find a funny video of us talking. Here we go. This is a video from 2019. Do you remember when we talked on April 24th? That was your birthday, right?
Yes, it was epic, and my birthday was epic. I remember back in 2020, they had to have a drill sergeant in a helicopter.
That's right. The sergeant was at the pharmacy. How come?
That means the sergeant was screaming at the top of the lungs.
Why was he screaming at everyone, Frankie?
Because of people getting the COVID vaccine.
That's right. And they said, you guys get in line. How far apart did everyone have to stand apart when they waited in line?
They had to stay far apart.
Hey, let's take a moment's silence for Skype.
Yeah.
Okay, that's long enough.
This is my bass guy.
What's that?
This is bass guy.
Bass time?
Bass guy show.
Oh, yeah?
How's it going, buddy?
Hey, not too much. How you doing?
Oh, cool. You can hear me. Not too bad, man. I'm in Montreal.
Okay. Hey, I was in Montreal not too long ago.
What were you doing over here?
I have a woman there. She's not from Montreal, but she goes to school there.
Oh, cool. What school?
Cornelia?
Concordia.
Concordia, yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah, they have a music program there. I know some people there. That's cool.
Yeah, and yeah, she lives probably 20 minutes away from Montreal, downtown.
Frankie
Metro.
Frankie McDonald is something else, eh?
Oh yeah. He's our celebrity in Cape Breton.
I'm a worldwide celebrity now. I appeared on CTV News back on Wednesday.
Okay, see you.
See you later, sir. Thank you for your time.
I appeared on CTV News on Wednesday.
So I have European mapping here saying that Skype will be missed, and it really will because, Frankie, I was looking at old Bass Guy shows from 2013, 14, 15, and we were using Skype all the time to talk to each other, so it's going to be pretty sad.
Just imagine somebody tried to host in a nightclub when a guy comes home and say, there's a bouncer at the door.
There's a bouncer at the door. Oh, wait, Frankie, before I forget, because we have our phone back, kind of, I can minimize my phone. And where was it? I got an email that, let me read the email first. It says, hey, Jack, I found your show and page through Frankie McDonald's post. I got a dry mouth. I really dig the show, but I'm a newcomer, so give me some time to get the hang of things. You have an incredible bass tone, and you're a damn good at your craft. I myself have been playing drums since I was 14. I'm about to turn 44. I don't know if it's all. He's from Manitoba, and he says he has his own shirt that says I love Frankie McDonald, and on the shirt, Frankie, there's a note, and the note says I am Frankie McDonald's #1 fan from David Smith, Winnipeg, Manitoba.
That was epic.
So look at that. There it is. I can't put on clapping or anything because the sound effects are on hold right now. See what the show's...
That means that in an early May, Skype will be no more.
So my phone only goes that close. But thank you, David. Thank you, David Smith. Yeah, thank you for that. So your fans are really dedicated to you, Frankie.
If somebody turned to host in a nightclub, when the guy comes over and say, "There's a bouncer at the door."
What's with all the loud music?
When the guy comes home from the bar, he'll say, "There's a bouncer at the door." The police will show up and say,
See, it looks like Frankie and I are just talking. It's a repeat. That's from Frankie's birthday in 2019. He'll say, "Sir, is this a residential or a commercial area?"
"Residential area."
Okay, let me just check my paperwork here. Okay. Sir, do you have a permit for this?
"No."
Put your hands behind your back. You're coming with me. Then what happens, Frankie?
And then a guy wakes up the next morning and say,
"Mom, where's Dad?"
"Son, the father and I are getting a
divorce." See, every time I talk to Frankie, there's a drum roll there. Is there an empty channel here? Thingy. Oh, actually, I can put you. I'll put it on here. Okay, can you hear me, Frankie?
"I can hear you."
Okay, cool. I got my sound effects back. Let's hear it for Microsoft and Bill Gates.
That means when a guy goes home and say, when a guy goes home and guy goes visit his dad, he'll say, "Dad," will say, "Time's up."
Time's up. He'll say, "Yeah, you got to go now." He has to visit his dad on the last Sunday of each month for 1 hour only, Frankie. That's what happens when you try to run your own nightclub.
And did you hear about this? Another thing, just imagine doctor picked up the guy throwing the dumpster at the hospital.
The doctor goes, "Okay." No, the police come. "Sir, are you the doctor of the hospital?"
"Yes."
He goes, "Sir, did you throw the guy and the patient in the garbage?"
"Yes."
"Why did you do that?"
"I'm just so busy."
Are you going to tell these jokes on your world tour, Frankie?
Yes.
If anybody has any questions for Frankie is getting attacked by a giant hand.
"Oh my God, I don't see any other ants."
Frankie, you got like 4 CN towers on your left foot.
"I don't have 4 CN towers on the left foot at all."
If you're streaming its content...
You can't even call Stevan on Skype or North Pack because of technical difficulties.
That's all you need to be a content creator these days, is you have to have a face.
I think you're hearing about this. I called the other guy on Skype. He worked.
So you did call someone else and it worked, yeah?
Yeah.
For some reason on my computer, it took the audio down, and I checked. I know how to do things. I checked everywhere, and I think like Skype is closing down its like its staff, and it's starting to shut down. It's melting.
They're gradually shutting down Skype. That means first week in May will be the final day.
Have you seen the movie Space Oddity 2001?
I did.
Do you remember at the end, Hal is taking the things off the computer motherboard? He's like, "David, why are you... Don't do that, David." And he took his computer off and he started to slow down.
This is the final full month of Skype according to Microsoft.
There, you heard it here, ladies and gentlemen. Skype is closing. Frankie MacDonald, what is life all about?
I do the weather reports, dancing videos, and my comedy videos. And did you hear about that CTV interview me on Wednesday?
That's amazing. And you told them about the Bass Guy show, but they cut that part out, right?
Yeah.
That's okay. I would cut it out too. So if anybody has any questions for Frankie, let me know on the board, which I'm going to try to make larger so I can see it. Are you having fun so far, Frankie?
Yes, I'm having fun so far.
It sucks with Skype because I really miss talking to Stefan in Slovakia at Hotel Shachichka.
Even if Stevan or Pat call you on Skype, it didn't work either.
Yeah, there's something wrong. So right now we got Frankie on my phone through a wire into the desk, underneath the table, around the dog food container, back underneath through my pant leg, and into channel 17, and it's working. The audio at least is working, Frankie.
That means the Cape Breton Eagles They're in the Cape Breton Eagles had 6 overtime periods so far.
So they're doing great then, right?
That means that it's having a hard time.
So if
because it's the longest game ever in Quebec Major Junior Hockey League history.
Wow. Yeah, I heard that on the radio that they're having a hard time. They lost some games in the States, right?
They're in the 4th overtime now. This is the longest game ever.
I'm kind of like Kurt Cobain. I've never seen a sports game in my life. If you see the sign that says "Happy Birthday, Frankie," is it your birthday today?
My birthday's April 24th.
That should be a national, like a universal interstellar holiday for the whole universe.
Guess what? Cape Breton Eagles, they're in the 7th overtime now.
Okay, so sorry, David. I'm just getting my bearings now because I just ripped my studio apart. David is saying, Frankie, did you like my shirt?
Yes, it's a nice one.
And the note, that was really good. Let's hear it for David Smith. Miami Christine says that she can't do Bass Guy's life. So let me scroll up and see if there's any questions I missed. Skype is changing to Microsoft Teams. What's that going to be all about, Frankie?
That means that Microsoft Teams is taking Skype's place. That means Microsoft's gradually transitioning the settings from Skype to Microsoft Teams. They're in a transition now.
But we did like jazz musicians, and we improvised, and we found a way to speak to you.
That means that'll be end of Skype this year. That's going to be 2025 year review.
Yeah, we'll put that in review. You like the part where Bass Guy got hit by lightning, right?
Yeah.
Because that was funny. Hey, let's take a quick listen, Frankie. Larry, turn off the music. Here's a quick listen to Frankie McDonald in the year 2019 on his birthday.
Please ask your questions on the live chat or say happy birthday to him. What have you been doing for your birthday, Frankie?
I had an ice cream cake and Chinese food. Yes.
Wow, that sounds good. It's a Dairy Queen ice cream cake, right?
Yes.
Well, there you go, Billy D. And how old are you today, Frankie?
35 years old.
35, and I'm going to be 45 soon, so I'm 10 years ahead of you. Are you at the Mayflower Mall right now?
I'm at the Mayflower Mall right now. You're looking for a rich person.
Yeah, we're looking for...
We're looking for a rich person. We were trying to find money to go visit you, Frankie. Or no, we just visited you, right?
That means my book was on CTV News back on Wednesday now as well. My book appeared on CTV News.
Can I show that on the show?
Yes.
Will I get copyright for it, you think? What do you think will happen?
What?
I wonder if I'll get copyright for it.
It's Bell Media's property. It can't show it because it's copyrighted material like record music's by the record, like royalty music is by the record company, CNN's by Turner, and CBC is by the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation. CTV is by Bell Media. And Global's by Shaw. It can't show that because they own the rights.
Good call, Frankie. Then we won't show it. Okay, Larry, turn it off. Okay, Larry turned it off, okay? So, Frankie, let's just chill out and talk. I know you like Peaches, but what other bands and songs do you like?
Tom Petty, Free Fallin', Billy Joe, We Didn't Start the Fire.
We didn't start the fire.
And the world keeps burning, the world keeps turning. We didn't start the fire, and the world keeps burning, the world keeps turning.
Awesome, Frankie. You're a good singer. You sing every week at karaoke, right?
Yes. I karaoke with Phil, because that means it looks like Skype is changing to Teams gradually because Skype shuts down in May.
And currently you're on Charlotte Street, is this correct?
Yes, I'm currently on Charlotte Street right now.
And what's the weather like? Is it still snowing? Flurries?
It's just flurries out right now in Sydney, Nova Scotia right now.
We're looking at some pictures of here. Frankie, can you tell us when Bass Guy came to meet you at the Giant Fiddle?
That means that the Giant Fiddle, Bass Guy was at the Giant Fiddle the day before my book launch. And that's before you met me at the boardwalk on Friday evening. That's the day before my book launch.
And it's the biggest fiddle in the world, right?
Yes.
and it's to scale, and it actually has music in it. And the music, when I was there, was playing in the key of A.
Yeah.
And then Gajen gave you a bass guy shirt. Do you remember that?
Yes.
And do you remember when I was speaking to you on the boardwalk, some locals came up on bicycles and they were talking to us and telling jokes and stuff.
Yes, that means the bass guy, you came to my book launch. That means I signed the books for bass guy, things like this. That's before Tropical Storm Debbie.
And when I met you exactly like I met Pat at the beginning of the boardwalk on the left-hand side of town. I was out at the hotel, and we were just parking, and I saw you, and I literally jumped out the car, and you were wearing a blue raincoat, and I ran up and gave you a big hug, and I met you on a beautiful day on the boardwalk. It was epic history, Frankie.
It's a big history.
Let me look it up here while we chat. So, Frankie, what's the weather going to be like in Montreal this weekend?
In Montreal, I'm supposed to get some snow on Tuesday coming up in Montreal. And the weather in Montreal is going to bring snow this Tuesday coming.
Again, that's unbelievable, man. When's it ever going to end?
It's 7 degrees out right now in Montreal. Then it's going to bring lots of rain tomorrow in Montreal. Then you got a snow event coming on Tuesday in Montreal. 5 to 10 centimeters of snow for them. For now. Everybody go watch the Bass Guy Show. Everybody in the whole entire planet Earth go watch the Bass Guy Show.
So while I'm talking to you, we're going to watch some of this video here, Frankie. There's us driving over. That's the new bridge in Montreal before it was completed. It's completed now. And we drive 1,000 miles to go to Frankie's book launch. And here's where we met. We drove into town. And here's the exact moment I met Frankie. Exactly. 1 second, Frankie. Watch this.
This is Bass Guy and Frankie. How you doing, Frankie?
I'm doing great so far.
We just met each other about 20 seconds ago.
Yes, it looks great. I finally meet you in person. You've been up by the Pier Ball Field.
Yeah, we saw the baseball field, was it?
Yes.
Do you ever play baseball?
I watched baseball at Pier Ball Field.
So now we're looking at you at your book launch. Can you tell us about the day of your book launch, Frankie?
Yes.
You were with Sarah Soller, right?
Yeah.
And I remember there was a cake in the shape of your book, and it looked exactly like your book, the cake.
Yes.
And I met your grandparents, and I met your dad, and I met Monica. There's Monica now, and we're looking at the book, and that was Frankie's dad on the right. And people are taking pictures and getting your autograph. And did you work? How was your shift today at the mall?
2 days ago, I worked at the Mayflower Mall, and the news media interviewed me at the Mayflower Mall because of pending snow event Thursday night and Friday. I worked on Wednesday. That's 2 days ago. I had East Sunrise for dinner on Wednesday. Pizza was great so far. And guess what? The news media interviewed me on Wednesday. It's copyrighted.
So what can people look up on YouTube? They'd put CTV Frankie McDonald April 2nd?
It's you can Google CTV Frankie McDonald April 2nd.
April 2nd, Frankie McDonald CTV. April 2nd, 2025. Because they've interviewed you quite a few times, right?
Yeah.
And Frankie also works there. You've been working at the mall for 20 years. You must know everyone there, Frankie.
Yes.
It's like a home away from home. I loved being there. It was amazing, beautiful. People on the street just came up to us and just say, "Hey, bud, how's it going?" People don't do that here.
I mean, CTV showed a couple of my videos, like Guy Tries to Eat 50 Hot Dogs at Once, with 2 million views. CTV showed a part of the video, but it's copyrighted material. That means CTV is a copyrighted material by Bell Media.
What kind of other things do people ask you to pretend to do, like eat 100 something else?
Like Guy Tries to Eat 50 Hot Dogs at Once.
What if the guy ate 100 hot dogs at once? Hey,
like that.
What's that, Frankie?
I said eat 50 hot dogs at once. Eat them all right now. Eat those hot dogs right now.
Do it right now. Get back up. Do it right now. Oh, my stomach. I can't do it anymore. Who's
I remember that video that I said, get up. That was May 2012.
Who's the guy yelling at the guy? Is he the sergeant or something? The drill sergeant?
I just screamed in the video. That's all. On May 21st, 2012.
Can we show that on my show?
Yes.
Okay, so what do I type in?
Guy tries to eat 50 hot dogs at once.
I know that Joey Chestnut is the world champion. I know that. So this video has 2 million views, Frankie. Let's just have a listen.
Okay, guys. I'm going to do a video about the guy eating 50 hot dogs at once. I'm cooking hot dogs on the barbecue now. Here's some ketchup and mustard and relish.
So you see, I've done all the work because usually we have Pat call in and Stefan call in and Frankie, and I've done all the work and have everything right. But Microsoft has just destroyed my computer. So.
And onions. Boy! I want you to eat 50 hot dogs at once! 50 hot dogs at once! Eat them all right now! Eat 50 hot dogs at once! Here's the guy going. My stomach is upset. That's so bad! 20 more hot dogs! I can't take it anymore. Eat those hot dogs right now! I made it! I ate 50 hot dogs! Oh, I can't get up anymore! Get up! Don't go fall down! Because I told you to eat 50 hot dogs at once! Thanks for watching.
Wow, that was amazing, Frankie.
That means the life is ending in May.
Yeah, they're ending in May for good, eh?
Yes.
So what are we going to do then?
They have to try the team, so you're just testing a Zoom link.
Yeah, I tried to set up a meeting, but no one showed up. I guess people are busy or whatever, so we'll have to have a meeting. You and I, Frankie, are going to have to arrange a meeting on Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, or Thursday to try and get it working.
Try to do a test show.
Yeah, we got to do a whole test episode. That's right.
It's like a test episode. That'll be 10 o'clock on Monday evening. My time, 9 o'clock Eastern. Just like last week.
Yeah, exactly. So, Frankie, did you have good fun tonight? You're going to go out and party soon?
Yes, I'm having a party soon.
Would you say hi to Ryan here?
Hi, Ryan. I'm doing great.
Thank you, Frankie. Today is April 4th, 2025. We're here live every Friday with Frankie McDonald at this time. This is episode 1613. Do you have anything you'd like to say before you go, Frankie?
Hi, everybody. I'm doing great so far. Best of luck to you. I'm Frank Down. You're listening to Bass Guys show every Friday night.
Thank you, Frankie. Take care, buddy. Ladies and gentlemen, Frankie McDonald! What the hell, man? Everything's broken. Frankie McDonald! Doesn't work. Wow, the whole studio is messed up. So ladies and gentlemen, the whole show is messed up. We're going to take a 5-minute break and we'll be back with some music to numb you into a coma so you can all leave again now. Bass Guy loves you, no fear.
Hey man, where are we? Baloney. Do I even know you? Baloney. Is this even real? Baloney. I need a meal. Where am how? Baloney. What am why? Baloney. Where are we? If you wanted to feel, then it's gotta be real. If you want it to move, then it's got a groove. If you want to get high, real life is something to try. So sing about real life. All your pains, problems and strife. If you wanna get high, reality sandwich.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Reality sandwich.
1,
but
2,
who am I to
1,
judge?
2.
This reality smudge. The secret to appeal. It's gotta be real. So say it like it is. And be a conscious whiz. It's called the real deal. So let it be your next meal. Reality sandwich. Reality sandwich. Reality sandwich. Reality sandwich. We're all gonna die. Oh no, no, no. Where are we? What who am? Are we even here? Reality sandwich. Reality sandwich. Reality sandwich. Where are we? Baloney.
It's really weird. I think during talking to Frankie and tearing the studio apart to try and I lost the camera, and now my reverb isn't working at all. It's like I had reverb on this desk before, and now all the reverb is gone. So I pressed some stuff without realizing what I was doing. It should be the send. Nothing's working anymore. I don't know what I did. Very strange. Everything's broken. Oh no. The reverb's just gone. Oh, I probably put it from post. Let me see. Yeah, the reverb's just gone. I don't know what the hell happened. Oh well. So I don't know if anyone's still there. Ripping the studio apart to talk to a phone call and then everyone stops watching, it just kind of, it killed the whole mood. I apologize for that. It's been, the last show was like that too. I have everything organized and planned and ready, and then at the last second everything just goes to shit. So oh well. We'll go back to some Pat videos. Watching the REM from Pat. Probably don't have any reverb on my voice as well. When there's 5,000 buttons and you're playing live and you're trying to do something. What the hell is going on? Shit, man, come on. Just give me a minute here. I gotta figure this out. I don't even have anything planned. I'm just doing sound check again right now. Check. Check 1 2. Yeah, all my reverb is gone. Maybe when I restart it, but that sucks. I don't know. I don't know what I hit or what I did. Check 1 2. I should go to send and there should be tons of reverb. And I don't know what happened. 1 2. Check 1 2 1 2 1 2. No. I'll check post. I'll check the other ones. My main desk is broken as well because for some reason it's just not working. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1. No, nothing's working. I'll figure it out later. So let's, for once, I'll do something with absolutely no effects whatsoever. You put reverb on the other mic. Thanks for watching my little show today. This is episode. I always have to end up stopping and see when someone calls. I gotta do 8 million things when I just want to play fucking music, but I need another person in the room. Anyway, this is episode 1000. The chat's not working. I don't know why. It should be working. Just one of those days. Everything's broken and no one speaks English. I heard the rumor that if you go to the library in our town, they can only speak to you in French. It's the new law, la loi. So, you know. Heil H word. Fucking hell, eh? Thanks for watching episode 1613 of A Bass Guy Show. And thank you and hello to all the stealth watchers, people who tune in every week, watch but never say anything, have a fake username with no real photograph, and just come back again the next week and do the same thing and never tip or support. Actually, thank you to Miami Christine, John, Pat, Stefan in Slovakia, Silver Serpent, Weather Guy, Loot Wizard. The people do help. You know I smoke a lot of pot. Lord, you know I pumped a lot of pills. But I never would touch nothing. Oh, nothing that my spirit would kill. You know I see a lot of people walking around with tombstones in their eyes, 'cause mobile phones are addictions too. I say, God damn, the pusher. God damn, the pusher man. God damn, the pusher man. Anyway, heave it and shite. Thanks for watching A Bass Guy Show today. Riders on the storm. Into this night we're born. To this world we're thrown. Like an actor out alone, a dog without a bone, riders on the storm, yeah.
Three, four. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Sorry, I screwed it up. I got lost in the end there. This the audio is cutting out. A lot of technical problems today. Thank you for watching a Bass Guy show. I hope you enjoyed. If I didn't see you through the week, I'll see you through the window. Bass Guy loves you. No fear.
Temperature's about 0 degrees Celsius, maybe minus 1 degree Celsius. There's the downtown core to our north. So we're going to be crossing, we'll cross here, I guess. Actually, we'll keep walking, we'll walk eastward. We'll change sides later on. maybe here we'll change sides. Trying to avoid the crowds on the sidewalks, while also keeping in mind of what the best view for you, the viewer, is.